Good evening and welcome to Simple Scotch Reviews. Today we have Chivas Regal 18. It's called the Gold Signature. It's bottled at 40% ABV. It is an 18-year-old blended Scotch whiskey. I'll just preface this by saying I had very little experience with Chivas. I've had the NIS, their basic one, I believe, just whatever's the cheapest, and then I've also had the Chivas 12. So this was the first real higher price Chivas I've tried, or higher aged, either way. Both are true. So I was surprised on the nose because nose was a lot better than I was expecting based off my other experiences with Chivas, but this one should be a different beast for the price and age compared to the others. So right away on the nose, I get some fruit, some stone fruit. I get this apricot note, which gave me a flashback to Glenmorangie 18. It's not the same whiskey. Even the nose is very different. I just get a note that I also get in Glenmorangie 18, and those are kind of the only two scotches that I've had that have that note. So that's kind of a unique note to me. So it kind of was a flashback. A lot of whiskey tasting is flashback to memories that come up from the notes you get. So I thought that was an interesting tidbit. You probably won't get that. You might. Who knows? I also get in the background a little bit of woodiness, but also a dusty, leathery note. But that's so hidden, it's not at all going to be the obvious note. So don't get dissuaded by that. So there are some whiskeys that can do big shifts in the middle. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I explain this, try more whiskey and you'll find one eventually. So whiskey will go in one direction and then take a sharp 180 and be like completely different flavor, like it changes in your mouth, and then sometimes it'll even change again. Like it just depends on how complex the whiskey is. But for me on this whiskey, I get initially that fruit. Those fruits I described from the nose are also present in the palate, but then quick 180 turn, fast switch to a minerally note and some saltiness, and then another shift back to the fruit. Like the fruit fades and there's a distinct shift in the flavor for me partway through the palate, and then a distinct shift back, which is kind of strange, but I mean, it happens. But I'm not a huge fan of that minerally salty part. It's interesting just because that was unexpected, but I'm not a big fan. After that departure of the saltiness, salty minerally thing, it does go back to the fruit. That note that it departs to does hang around, but very subtly behind the fruit. But the fruit returns and kind of takes attention once again. Not an overly long finish. Bottled at 40% ABV. Overall, this whiskey is kind of what happens with higher priced blends for me. It's good. I've got nothing against blends. I'm not biased against them. I know a lot of single malt drinkers are biased against blends, but I'm not. I like them. I like a lot of blends. So when it comes to higher priced blends, this is the problem I run into right here. Is it's good, but it's not going to hold its own at the price point. That's the problem. So I can't recommend this one. I'm going to have to put it in that try before you buy category. If you can get a bottle like this, you're out a few dollars. If it's not good, you're out a few dollars. But if you buy a whole bottle, you could be out a lot of dollars. So try before buy. It's good. For me, it just doesn't hold its own at the price point. But that doesn't mean it won't for you. There's other blends that I've done, like Johnny Walker 18, that don't hold their own at their price point for me. But other people definitely do and swear by them. So try before buy. That's what I'd recommend. If you're interested, this compared to some of the other 18-year-old blends I've tried, like Johnny Walker 18 and Dewar's 18 are good examples because they're big competitors as blends. This one is probably number 2 to Dewar's out of those 3. Johnny Walker 18 is also, it's fine. They're all fine, but I'd probably go Dewar's, Chivas, Johnny Walker for the 18s, specifically the gold signature, the 18 platinum from Johnny Walker and Dewar's 18. I'd go with Dewar's 18. I'd go with Dewar's 15 over 18. But that being said, just how it stands among other blends, for those of you that are blend drinkers checking this out, overall, like I said, not a bad whiskey. Doesn't hold its own at the price point for me, so I probably won't have it again, but I know it's fine if I do. So hopefully this review helps. If you got any questions, throw them in the comments. Check out the channel, like, subscribe to stay up to date. Tons of reviews on there. We're going to get some more. I don't know how much we have for American whiskeys up there. Potentially just the Balcones ones. So putting a lot more American whiskey reviews up there. There's a lot of Irish, there's Scotch, the blends, all sorts of Scotch. We're going to get some more diverse Scotch. I don't think I have put reviews up for much Islay whiskey. That's coming, as are American whiskey and some other reviews. Next up, the next review that'll be hitting is Glenglassaugh, I believe. So check that one out when it comes. If you subscribe, you'll see when they upload. Either way, check out the channel. There's lots of reviews there. If you're into whiskey, hopefully these reviews will help you before buying one. But either way, enjoy your whiskey, and thanks for watching.